Hello, merhaba, what's goodness? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Gigi. If this is your first time to see my face, and this is my YouTube channel where I am trying to share my life experiences as an international student here in Turkey. Welcome, guys, to yet another new video. And as you have seen from the title, uh, today I'm sharing my lived experiences as an international student here in Turkey. I have to admit that today is the 15th of November 2019, and on this very same day, 15 November 2016, I set my foot for the very first time at the Atatürk airport in Istanbul. That was the first time I arrived here in Turkey, and today marks my third year uh, as a student here in Turkey. And yes, I would just want to share with you guys how my journey has been, how my student life has been here in Turkey. Okay, I've written some of the points that I want to make here because I didn't want to forget them. So I have my diary with me, and this is a very nice diary, guys. I got it from my I got it from my teacher. Like during the first class, he gave us this diary because there were other three foreigners in the class, so he gave out this diary. As you can see, is the one for Selçuk. It's very nice. I know I did a lot of things here, but that's just me. When I'm having stuff around me, I always like scribble on them. So, but either way, it's a very nice diary. Okay, so yes, guys, it's been 3 years since I've been here in Turkey. It has been an awesome journey. I mean, it has its own ups and downs, but I think all in all, I can say it has been an awesome journey. Okay, so I just want to say, like, as an international student, I mean, I came from a very different continent. I came from a very different country. For those who doesn't know, this beautiful girl here is from a small country in southern Africa called Botswana. Yes, it is a small country in southern Africa, but it is a very beautiful country. I mean, Botswana has a lot of beautiful people. I mean, I don't have to say much. But anyway, that's not part of the video. I just wanted to, you know, pass with it. So in starting the video, I just want to start with the good things. Like one of the advantages that I loved being an international student here in Turkey. Okay, I think in starting, I think I can mention that one thing I've realized is as an individual, I have grown. I mean, I came all the way from Botswana, all the way from Africa to Turkey. I don't know where Turkey is in terms of the continent because I think even the Turkish people, they can't really tell you where exactly is Turkey. Is Turkey in the European side or is Turkey in the Asia? What I know is in the middle of European and Asia. So I came all the way from Africa to this country here, and I came alone, guys. I came alone. I know some people, they when they were traveling, they had somebody who to travel with, but as for me, I was all alone, and it was my first time taking a flight. You can just imagine. Honestly, on my side, I've really grown. I became to be independent. I mean, I came here with no one, no family, no friends. I mean, I was just alone, you guys. So I've learned to be independent. I have learned to do things on my own. Uh, like your family is not here, you have to make sure, like, because I'm a sponsored student, I have to make sure, like, the monthly stipend I was given, I have to manage it. I have to make sure, like, this monthly stipend has to last me for the whole month until the next stipend comes. So I was kind of independent. I didn't depend on anyone. I was just depending on myself. And another thing is I've learned to make decisions. I've learned to be autonomous. Like I have to make decisions like, Gigi, this is how you have to use your stipend wisely. This is what you have to do. This is how you have to do this. This is how you have to do this. You get what I'm saying? I make decisions. I've learned to make decisions of my on my own for myself without anyone telling you like, Kiki, this is how you can do this. No, I was making decisions on myself. So in other ways, I've learned to be autonomous. That is making decisions on your own for yourself. So that's the first point. Moving on to the second point, why I like being an international student here in Turkey is the fact that I have created networks with a lot of people. Not a lot of people to say, because myself, I'm not that kind of person to have a huge circle. No, I don't do that. I always prefer to make my circle small. But here, I can say I've made friends with people from different countries. I've got friends from Zambia. I got friends from Zimbabwe. I got friends from Uganda. I got friends from Malawi. I got friends from where? Yeah, those are the friends I've made here in Turkey. So if I want to travel to Zambia, I know there's somebody that I know there. If I want to travel to Zim, I know there's somebody there who can help me out. If I want to travel to Uganda, I know there is a friend. I have a friend in Uganda. If I want to travel to Malawi, I know there's somebody who can back me up, who can help me out. So that's kind of networking. Get what I'm saying? But imagine if I was just at Botswana, I wouldn't have made friends with people from different countries. So me coming here and taking that was another advantage. Another thing is I have traveled. For example, I mean, I've always wanted to go to the UK. While I was a student in Turkey, I was able to travel to the UK because it is much easier and it is much cheaper. Okay, not cheap, but it's better traveling from here to the UK compared to when I could be traveling from back at home. It was going to be very expensive. But because I was in Turkey, I managed to utilize that opportunity and travel to the UK because it has always been my dream to go to the UK. I managed to travel to the UK. Yep. Another thing is I've also traveled to different cities here in Turkey. I mean, Turkey honestly is a very beautiful country. They've got very beautiful places for you to visit. I mean, if you want to do your honeymooners, if you want to do your whatever, or you just want to do a vacation, I think Turkey can be one of the destinations that you can consider traveling because they've got very nice places that you can travel to. One of my favorite places here has been Antalya. Honestly, that is one place I fell in love with, and I can bet with you guys, when I get married, hey, after my marriage, I'm gonna go to Antalya for my honeymoon because that's the place I fell in love here in Turkey. It has been one of my favorite places here in Turkey. Like, there are a lot of places that you can travel to Turkey. They've got different like, every place has got its uniqueness. Honestly, if you go to Antalya is unique. You go to I've been to Istanbul. Istanbul also have got its uniqueness. I've been to Ankara. I've been to Mersin. I mean, they've got so many places that you can visit. They've also got a lot of historical places that you can visit. For example, Konya, that's the city that I'm based in. You can all like, if you are a historical person, you can visit such places like Konya for historical views, but I never loved the city that I am in. You can always visit places like Cappadocia, like those historical places. So what I'm saying is you can travel to a lot of countries, like to a lot of cities there in Turkey, because it has a lot of destinations that you can um, take advantage of. So that was another third advantage why I enjoyed being here. I traveled to different places and I made memories in those places. Um, I think will be the my last point as why I enjoyed being here in Turkey. I've learned a new language, you guys. It was such an experience. I mean, when you first started, it is difficult. You are learning this foreign language, you don't even know what they're saying. But it was such an experience. Honestly, when I remember the first day The first day I arrived at the Tomer. Tomer is a place where I taught the Turkish language. I was like, what are they saying? I didn't understand anything, but I'm glad right now I can make conversation in Turkish. I can argue in Turkish. I can use those bad words in Turkish, which is as a very good thing. I mean, right now when I'm writing my CV, I can include in my CV that I know Tswana, which is my mother language. I know English, which is my second language, which is spoken in the in it is an official language in my country, and I can add Turkish. I mean, to me it's a plus in my CV. I mean, even though I'm not that fluent, but I'm glad that I managed to learn something new. Okay, those are some of the reasons why I enjoyed being an international student here in Turkey. So now we are going to move on to the things that shocked me while I was here. I'm not saying these are bad things, but for me they came as a shock because in every place people do things differently. So even me when I arrived here, there are some things which really shocked me because it is something that I was not really used to while I was in Botswana. Okay, I'm not saying these are bad things, but I'm saying they shocked me. I was like, oh, okay, so people do that. You get what I'm saying? So don't come to me, because if you come to me, I'll also come back for you. Okay, so let's move on to the things that shocked me as an international student here in Turkey. The first thing, guys, when I first arrived in 2016, I was surprised. I was shocked to find that people here, they don't speak the English language. I can say and confidently declare that 99% of Turkish people, they can't speak English. I was really surprised. I was like, what? Because in my country, you go to Botswana, you are a tourist and you don't know the Tswana language, somebody is going to help you because they know how to speak English. You get what I'm saying? But I was surprised. I was like, what the heck? Like, which place did I come to? People, they don't speak English. I was like, what will happen if something happen and then I need help? Who is going to help me? Who is going to understand me? Oh my goodness, I was shocked. A lot of people here, they don't know English. Number two, I realized that people here, they don't bath every day. Yes, they don't bath every day. That came as a shock to me because where I'm from, we bath 2 times a day. You bath in the morning before you go to school or you go to work, and when you come back to school before you sleep, you take a bath. So in my country, we bath 2 times. So here, I was shocked. People, they don't bath every day. I was like, huh? I remember I took a shower in the morning while going to Tomer, and then because in my room somebody was like, no, you don't have to bath every day, you'll get sick. I was like, sick? Get sick of what? They were like, you don't bath every day, you'll get sick. No, guys, I've been here for 3 years and I've been bathing every morning I go to school and I never got sick. I never. I get the normal flu just like everybody who gets flu, but I've never got sick because of bathing in the morning. So I was really shocked that people don't bath every day here. It's a shock to me because where I'm from, we bath 2 times a day. And then the other thing is when I first arrived, I realized like people smoke a lot here. Like I think 99% of the Turkish people, they smoke. Okay, I've never done my research, but from just making observation, everyone smokes. Everyone. I was like, what? Even female, they smoke. You know what? In my country, people smoke, and girls also, they do smoke. But girls who smoke, they hide. They don't smoke just publicly. Like, it's not too girlish. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's not too girlish for a lady to go on the street smoking. I don't know. But that's another thing that shocked me. Then the other thing that shocked me here is the fact that, oh my god, Turkish people are so inquisitive. They are inquisitive. They like asking a lot of questions, something which is not a normal thing and which is not a common thing in my country. Because in my country, if you don't know a person, you don't ask them questions. I've been asked questions like, So how much does your father earn? How much does my dad earn? I mean, for real. I don't even know how much my dad earn, because I can't even ask my dad like, so dad, how much do you make at your workplace? You don't do that. But people here in Turkey, they can even ask those kind of questions like, how much does your dad earn? They also ask questions like, so do you guys have tomatoes? Sometimes I wonder, like, these people, what do they really think of Africa? I know the media is showing them some things. They'll be showing them saying people are dying of hunger, people in Africa, they don't eat. What? But I'll be like, okay, if you don't eat, so how did you manage to live? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Honestly, they can really ask very stupid and annoying questions. I'm sorry to say that, but for me, though, some of the questions they ask, they are very annoying, and some of the questions they are stupid, because you can't be asking me if there are tomatoes in Africa, if there is oranges. Like, why do you think we eat soil? And then the other thing is, the Turkish people, they gossip, and they are proud of that. They are proud of their gossiping culture. I mean, for me, honestly, I don't understand. Like, why should people gossip? And they're proud about it. They'll tell you, hey, Janine, here we gossip. I'll be like, you can't be saying something so proudly. I mean, it's a bad thing. But for them, they are really proud of that gossiping culture. And sometimes, you can even enter inside the bus or the tramway, and they start gossiping because they think like, oh, she's a foreigner, she doesn't understand our language. Like, who does that? You'll never know. Like, you don't even know me, you don't know how long I've been here, but you just see me and then you start talking things. So that's one of the things that really shocked me while I was here in Turkey. And another shocking thing was that these people, they eat bread too much. I was really surprised with the way the Turkish people eat bread here. And they eat bread with everything, anytime, at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, the tribe that I'm from in my country, we are known for eating bread. But you don't eat bread at breakfast, at lunch, at supper. No. We are like, the tribe that I'm from, it is popular for liking bread, because where I'm from, you have to eat bread at breakfast, and then maybe in the evening, yes, you can eat bread. Like, if you don't want to make a heavy dinner, we can have a bread with tea. So that is where I'm saying the tribe I'm from, we are common for liking bread. But when I arrived here, looking at the way these people eat bread, I was like, no, 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 no. My people, they don't eat this too much bread. But the Turkish people, they eat a lot of bread. And yeah, those are some of the things that really shocked me as an international student. um, but all in all, I just want to say, like, I had a very good experience here in Turkey. And as you know, everything, like, every place that you go, you meet good people and bad people. So I'm not gonna dwell too much on those kind of things, but these are the things that I just wanted to mention. Like, these are some of the things that really shocked me, and some of the good things I really enjoyed about being an international student here. So we have come to the end of the video, but I have to mention, like, I'm recording this video on the 15th, but it is going to be published on the 21st, 22nd, because of my personal reasons. Don't ask me why, but it is because of my personal reasons as to why I'll be uploading this video on the 21st, 22nd. Okay, so thank you for taking time to watch my video. And please, if you have not yet subscribed, just um, support your girl, help me grow this channel. Just donate a subscription and tell your friends to also subscribe to my channel, because I still have a lot of things that I want to share with you guys as an international student here in Turkey. And again, when I go back home, I'm going to show you guys my home country, so that you people used to stop asking us if we have potatoes and oranges, because myself, I'm from one of the beautiful country in Africa, and if you don't mind, you should just get your visa and travel to Botswana, and you'll have one of the best experiences ever. Okay, so I'll have to end this video here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, is bye bye. Guys, let me show you the view from my dormitory room. That's like the outside view, and it looks like it was raining today, because yeah, but I didn't go outside, but I think it's very cold. So that's like the view from my dormitory.